Okay, so page 32, question 1, this airplane here. This is what we're going to deal with in the first video. So I'm going to start this airplane here towards the back, towards the wing of the airplane, very back wing here. Okay, very first thing I'm going to do is my center line. So my line there, my dashed line, my small one, dash small. I'm going to do that in, right? And I'm going to do it in red so it stands out for you. But you can just do that in with your light 2H pencil. So that's the very first thing I'm going to draw. And then I'm going to start basing the wing around that. So roughly there in the middle of my page. So that's my center line done in for my plane. Now, I'm going to start on this section back here. So that's a vertical line. So, nice and light. I'm going to start over here somewhere on that center line I've drawn and just draw a vertical line, nice and light. Now I'm going to actually measure on this line the distance I need. So it's 20, 40, 50, 60. So it's 60 millimeters from the bottom to the top. And the center line there in the middle. So it's going to be 30 from the center line up to the top. So it's 30 from the center line up to the top, and then 30 down for the bottom. That means the whole wing is 60, and the center point is right in the middle as well. Now I'm going to go straight across with my T-square, and I'm going to mark my 10 millimeters on that. 10 millimeters, 10 millimeters. So I'm going to darken in now with my other pencil, my dark pencil, what exactly I have at the moment, just so you can see it a bit clearer. Okay, so that's what I have now at the moment. Now, next thing is it's 30 degrees, so this line is 30 degrees, but it's off of this axis they measure it. So look at your arrows, 30 degrees, it's off of this axis they measure it. Okay, so that means that we're going to be using our 60 degree set square. Okay, so we're going to be using our 60 degree side down here, and our 60 degree side up from here as well. Now, if we go back to the measurements there, it's 20 millimeters, look, from the blue line to here. So from here to here is 20 millimeters, meaning it's 10 millimeters each side of that center line. So I have my red center line, I'm going to mark 10 millimeters each side of my center line. And I'm going to bring them back until they hit my angles. Okay, so now I can darken in what part of the plane here that I'm soft enough. So that's the back portion of the plane drawn. That's it drawn up there. Okay, so the next thing now is I need to travel from the very back here up to this point is 60 millimeters, sorry, before I start my 75 degrees from my wings. Okay, so from the very back of the plane here, it's 60 millimeters, which is here. I'm going to bring that straight up then to get where my wing starts on the top of the plane. And I'm going to extend this point. Okay. So I'm up as far as the wings now. My wing is starting here, and my wing is starting here. So 75 degrees, what we're going to get is our protractor. Okay. Remember, our 0, 0 line gets placed down on a pencil line with our 90 degree at the corner of the angle. Okay, so this is how I'm going to be setting up for my first angle. I'm using the outside measurements now because 0, 10 degrees, 20 degrees, 30 degrees. Over here then is a straight line which is 180 degrees. So it's 75 they asked me first, so 70. If I count these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's this long kind of dash line. That's my 75. And I'm going to do the exact same down here, spin my protractor around. 0, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 5. I'm lightly now, just with my set square, going to join from this point out through that 75 degrees that I've marked off. Okay? So that is the wing, the side of the wing. Now if I come back here, it says from this point up to here, it's 60 millimeters again. So what I can do from this side here, the plane, mark 60 millimeters, like that. I can draw my line straight across here then. 60 millimeters here down at the bottom. And I can draw my line straight across here also. Okay. Now, it doesn't tell me how far. Do you know what? Actually, I'm going to darken in these bits here so you can see them as well better. Now, it doesn't tell me what the width of this part of the wing is. Okay. But if I go down to my drawing, it does tell me what the width of the wing here. It's 35. So I'm going to be able to travel across a distance of 35. And from this point here, then it tells us the angle, 60 degrees. So I'm going to be going back at 60 degrees until they intersect with that line here. So I'm going to go nice and lightly first. I'm going to continue these lines straight on ahead of me. Now I'm going to measure a distance of 35 millimeters. 35 here. Draw a light line so I know where the 35 is on the bottom of the plane. So that's 35, 35. Now, once again, using my 60 degree set square, I'm going to travel up here 60 degrees until I hit that line that I drew across. So that's one wing done. And that's my second wing completed there now as well. That's my two wings completed. Now I'm going to travel 30 millimeters before I start hitting kind of the nose of the plane. So that's 30 millimeters there. Draw straight up so we know where it is on the corresponding side. So that's there and there. And it's 15 degrees in, so it travels for 20 millimeters. So the wing travels another 20 millimeters. Yeah. So I'm going to draw a line nice and lightly up here where my 20 millimeters. So that's the end of the plane. And it's going to be coming in 15, coming in 15. So once again, we get our protractors down on the line, put our 90 mark right where the corner the angle is, 10 and 15 is here. So that's 15 degrees. So once again now, train that back. The exact same with this one here, just spin the protractor upside down. 15 degrees, which is there. Just darkening my lines here then that I'm starting up. And that's that question completed.